how do we know what's after this? I mean, this present moment as we have grown to know, cherish, maybe hate, fear, or sometimes wish was over. I know nothing really. I'm just acknowledging that every breath that I take feels like a reminder that something is not permanent. I used to fear death. No, like I used to really fear that when this is over, I would literally cease to exist. I used to fear that everyone I loved would never remember me, and I would never remember them when this existence terminates. I used to feel as empty and forgotten as if I jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge in the middle of the night, crashing into the water, swallowed deep into the endless depths of the ocean. It appeared as a dark void with no end, while the light in the distance felt like a distant memory. At some point, this fear would become my identity, spreading rapidly like a cancer on a vulnerable child, wishing that I could find one glimmer of hope. Imagine being so fearful that the most normal activities seem to be the most dangerous. My mind automatically explored the worst case scenario, the static of confusion running freely through my conscience. But something in me would say, make it stop. Stop. Breathe. Stop. Inhale. Exhale. The voice would say, I am not the author of confusion. I am peace. I am love. The voice sounded like me, but I just knew this was something different. In fact, the strength of this voice transcended an auditory experience. Imagine not hearing with your ears, but with your soul. Instead of hearing the word peace, you feel peace. Instead of hearing joyful sounds, you experience sudden joy. Instead of looking for love, you feel loved. This experience made fear seem insignificant. I no longer identified myself with this monster, this force of darkness that haunted me since a child. I am free. No longer will I allow this fear to block me from exploring past the veil. What is the veil, you ask? Good question. Let's begin. Chapter 3, The Veil. Take a second to sit still, relax, and breathe. Take in the possibility that something bigger than you, me, us, actually exists. Beyond the veil, there is a world that watches and sees earth as an experience. Two kingdoms, in fact. But before I begin, let me pause. For those who don't believe, I know how hard this can be. I thank you for taking the time to embrace and consider a new perspective. You have taken the time to start the journey. Continue crawling. Eventually walk. Take your time. But for those of you who have a worldview that allows you to embrace this perspective, it's still necessary to reflect and investigate the cause of what's happening in our reality. The fact is that our earthly experience is a direct reflection of what's happening beyond the veil. It's a world we cannot see because of our finite capabilities. How is that possible? Well, this concept is all around you.